take it. But the team has just done awesome all weekend. We've been great from the time we unloaded on the truck, qualified on the pole, and we've led a pile of laps here tonight. If we can hold them off for 12 more laps, it'll be awesome.
You quit happy hour early saying that this car was a dream car, and it sure has performed well tonight, especially that engine.
Yeah, it's been really good, and we had a little motor trauma that we had to work through, so we didn't want to put any more laps on it than we had to, and Kyle was extremely happy with the car, and the track's been just like it again tonight.
Now, Ricky, he says he's more nervous than you are. What do you think?
I don't know. That's a close call there. We just want to get the first win here for Team Lowe's and hopefully have a good rest of the night.
Chris?
All right, thanks, Matt. Former crew chief Jeff Hammond, we heard from some of those that are in that position. What do you think?
Well, I mean, everybody right now is talking the same thing. I mean, if you're back there, you're looking for this restart. We haven't talked to Brad Parrott, who's pretty an emotional type of crew chief. He works for Greg Biffle. I can't imagine what he's telling Greg right now. Hey, can you get to this guy? Can you rattle him? And I know as a Rusty, as far as that concern right there, you want to get to that back bumper and say, hello, I'm back here, and kind of worry him a little bit.
Well, you can get to him on a restart and get him arrow loose, you know, get him sideways and get the rear end jumping around on it, and then maybe get underneath him. And once he gets track position, he's got it. You know?
Yeah, it's always good when Rusty talks technical and talks canines. You know, he's on that NASCAR Drivers 360 show on FX coming up afterwards. He talked about his dogs and how he has 6 of them, and we thought since we had a moment here, we're under the red flag with 12 to go here, that we would show all the names of your dogs.
Well,
and what? Those are some crazy names. Goofy, come on.
Well, Patty had a lot to do with that. I mean, she named Miller because she brought that dog home, and I said, get it back. And she said she told the kids as well, if we name it Miller, Dad would probably let us keep him, you know.
Now, which one do you got here?
That's Lucy right there. That's my black lab. She's on it. She's a lot of fun. That's
what's your wife's pet name for you?
For me? I don't know. It's Mud occasionally. You know.
All right. Hey, speaking of dogs, I love this quote of yours. This was following the California incident, right? We saw what you said about Tony's during the incident, but you said later, if you mess with this dog, he's going to bite you back. And with a chuckle, you said that. You were pretty hot in California.
Yeah, I was pretty hot.
Involving Tony Stewart. Have you talked to him recently?
Accidentally, you know, we got on an airplane yesterday, and he was standing behind my truck, and when I was getting ready to get in it, and we kind of ran into each other, and we're fine. Everything's cool. I like Tony a lot. You know, he just got hot, and I got hot, and we both got together. I got in the wall 6 laps in a race, and I thought I had a car good enough to win. So, you know, he didn't give, and I didn't give, and I'm sure we don't want to get around each other anymore, you know, as far as beating and bagging, because I got a lot of respect for the guy. He's a heck of a good driver.
Yeah. But tomorrow night, we won't see if you two are near each other. What will?
Nah, there's not going to be no taking each other out, none of that stuff. I just don't do that, you know. It's too dangerous to do that stuff, but I'm sure if he hits me, I'll hit him, and if I hit him, he'll hit me. It'll go on like that.
Well, speaking of guys with emotional people, I think Matt Yoakum's caught up with Brad Parrott, who I was talking about earlier.
Here in the 60 pit, Jeff Hammond. Now, you don't have to tell your driver what to do. He knows what to do. But judging by how this car has been all night, is it better the first 2 laps after a restart?
Well, I think our car's not better, but it's Kyle's is worse. And Greg's done a great job in the charter communications for tonight, and I can't thank the pit crew enough. We had a bobble there on the pit stop, and we got the best driver on the circuit. And you know, I had the fans all standing up and hollering a minute ago and showing the support he's got up in the stands. So it's going to be interesting, and it's been a tough week for me. You know, we had that Tuesday meeting like Jeff Hammond talked about last week about the lug nuts being loose last week, and we have a new team manager this week because of that, and that's Tony Price. And it's just taking a little bit off my shoulders and helping my race team build on consistency every week and be the best we can be.
And when you look at drivers and how they react after something like that, he never gave up, got back right up on the wheel.
No, he doesn't. You know, he gets on the wheel every lap, and there, you know, the gas man, I said, you going to have a ride back to the hotel tonight? He goes, yeah, after the big party. And I want to talk about the party back at home right now with my wife and kids and all the neighbors. They're going to do a party every week now, I guess.
Let's go to Dick.
Well, Bobby Hamilton is 4th right now. His crew chief is Harold Holly. What do you got for him?
Well, we hope a little bit. We pumped the tires up on that last stop there, so I think this red flag is going to help us out quite a bit. It's taking Harvick there about 10 or 12 laps to get going, so hopefully we'll be able to get by him. And but the 60's awful strong, and maybe we can get the second. But if we can get the second, we can win it. So
okay, good luck to you.
All right, thank you, Dick Berggren. Kyle Busch currently leading Greg Biffle and Kevin Harvick. Red flag out, 12 laps to go. We're live in Richmond here on FX, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Here's an idea. Reese's White Chocolate. Creamy white chocolate. Smooth Reese's peanut butter. get lost in a Reese's white chocolate.
Why so grumpy, Mr. Frumpy?
That was the worst meeting this week.
No, we've had worse.
You forgot the presentation.
Yeah, but I brought the bag.
You answer any of their questions.
Sometimes it's what's not said that's important. Let me show you something. Now see, I didn't say something. Did you feel that?
Why did we even come on this trip?
$139 a week for any compact car at budget. For irresistible prices on irresistible cars, call 1-800-BUDGET-7 or visit budget.com.
How do you keep a car from ending up like this? Try Armor. Armor All Protectant. It does more than clean and shine. It protects. Thousands of stars, each one unique. The full line of Yamaha Star motorcycles, only from Yamaha.
Rusty Wallace. Kevin Harvick.
Kenny Wallace. You've seen them take the heat at the office, but you've never seen them take it at home.
You can put lipstick on him.
FX presents the first reality series that follows drivers beyond the track.
Kenny, would you stop?
I'm in so much trouble with her.
NASCAR Drivers 360, presented by Toyota, premieres tonight following NASCAR racing.
Stop it.
Only on FX.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Busch Series on FX, presented by Johnsonville Brats. This is not a timeout, it's a red flag for cleaning up a three-car accident. Martin Truex, Tony Raines, Michael Waltrip got together in turns 1 and 2. Waltrip hitting the wall, the track getting some fluid on it, and NASCAR red flagging the race after this happened to try and give the fans and the folks here a green flag finish.
Yeah, Martin got down underneath Tony Raines there, and there really wasn't anywhere to go. Michael's already wounded from a wreck earlier and got forced up into Tony, and that's what caused the wreck. But this right here is what Michael's been in bad shape all night. Look at that thing up in the air.
That was the second of 3. He brought out the first caution, trying to thread the needle unsuccessfully on lap 25. That's the one that hurt and put him out of the race. Now he came in here second in points.
He just finished it off. He's been beating around on a little bit. He just finished it off.
Tony Raines been running in the top 10 most of the night. They are still on the lead lap right now, back in 19th position.
And our point leader, Martin Truex, is up to 8th place.
You know, you're talking about Kyle Busch up there. He's a rookie, and I mean, he's a true rookie. You got Greg Biffle and Kevin Harvick right there behind you. I'll tell you right now, that's a couple of hungry hounds right there, and they're going to be after him with a lot of gusto. So he better get a good restart.
And I think what you mean there is not just getting him arrow loose, but this is the track where the bump and run has been perfected.
Yeah, and you know, these guys all want to win, and Biffle's had a fast car all night. On this restart, he could get the job done.
I'm just thinking, my future's so bright. Well, boy, that's bright.
Have to wear shades
at night. Lights aren't bright. And we're going to be under 10 laps to go when we get the restart here.
See all of the cars kind of at an angle up on the 14-degree banking here at Richmond. A big fear this late in the race is that the cars won't refire with the starter, that the starters have got hot, and so that way they can roll off if they have to and get restarted.
Kyle Busch has led all but 14 laps tonight in a car that in many of the laps has been the fastest car on that lap. And Darrell, it looks like anytime he needed to turn up the wick, he could, and easily. That Lowe's Chevrolet has been the class of the field.
Yeah, you better cross your T's and dot your I's right here on this restart, though. Don't spin the tires. Get the tires cleaned up, because it's so critical is how he gets off the line here.
Only once tonight has he had somebody hard up against his back bumper, and that was when Greg Biffle roughed him up a little bit in traffic, but was unable to make the pass as they fire the engines for the shootout. Let's take a look at our top 10 in the NASCAR Busch Series.
and where they are right now in this race. Michael Waltrip, who just fell out. Kyle Busch poised to perhaps move up.
Oh, David Green just quietly. You haven't said a word much about him tonight. Look where he is.
A lot of them running in the top 5 right now.
Now, Speedy Drive was put down from the Michael Waltrip impact point in turn 2 down to the inside of the track in the straightaway. Now, the sweeper has done a pretty good job of clearing that off, but we'll probably have to run a lap or two here before they give him one to go.